What's up, creatives? Welcome to the Tiffy Show. Today I'll be giving you the Cabo, Mexico travel guide. So if you haven't, make sure you turn on notifications so that you know when I post a video, and let's get to it. Earlier this year, I visited Cabo, Mexico. I was very excited about the trip. I'm glad I got it in. And I, of course, wanted to give you a travel guide. The last one I gave was on Puerto Vallarta, and you can go watch that one and get all my tips and tricks on that video. This one is on Cabo, Mexico that I did earlier this year, and we're just gonna get right into it. And we're gonna start it off with transportation. I flew out of Alaska for this trip. I love flying through Alaska. I think they have great customer service. Cabo is very close to Los Angeles. It's only a 2-hour flight. So it was great to just have a quick trip and get to somewhere really tropical. A fun tip, when I'm at the airport, I love airport lounges. I use Priority Pass, and that allows me to get access to a lot of the airport lounges, which gives you free food, water. They have nicer bathrooms, just a cool place to lounge and wait for your flight. This is great for layovers when you're doing international travel. We're at the Alaska Lounge right now, waiting for our flight to Cabo. We're so excited. It's like really empty in here, which is pretty nice. And then you grab your food and drinks and go. So you don't really drink and eat in here, but you can chill and use the Wi-Fi and all that good stuff. So definitely look into it, because if you do a lot of traveling, this is a game changer in making your experience more enjoyable and comfortable. So I always do lounge access when I go to different airports, and Priority Pass has an app. I'm not sponsored by Priority Pass. I wish I was. I'm just letting you guys know that I use this to go to lounges and to enjoy the benefits. Now, transportation from the airport in Cabo to our hotel. I highly suggest that you book your transportation from the airport to your hotel before you get to Cabo. This will save you money in the long term. Taxis are very expensive going from the airport to whatever hotel you pick. So just book your transportation ahead of time. And even if by chance it is the equal amount of money, you will be more comfortable being in a private car with a driver, air conditioning, free drinks, whatever. So we booked ours with Cabo Incredible. I will put their information down below. They were great. They picked us up right at the airport and drove us to our hotel. And then when we came back, they picked us up from our hotel and took us to the airport. Now, when you are leaving the airport, I'm going to give you a huge tip. Walk. Walk, 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 walk. Make sure you are outside of the airport before you make any decisions about your transportation. And when you get out of the airport, you're going to see a bar, and that is where all the normal taxis and where your private driver will be waiting for you. When I was there, the weather, it said that the weather was like 70 to 72 while I was there. I promise you, it felt like 80 plus, like it was hot. So that was something that I was questioning when I was researching, like, should I take a jacket? Should I take a sweater? Because usually in Los Angeles, 70 feels breezy. It feels kind of like chilly. But there, having a light jacket worked. It felt very, very hot when it was in the 70 mark. We are walking along the beach right now, which is really nice. And it's so pretty. What does the weather say again?
70 degrees.
It says it's 70 degrees. Feels like 100. So yeah, feels great. We stayed at the Rio Palace in Cabo, which is all inclusive. It is not the one that is all adults only. We ended up picking the Palace, the Rio Palace, because I just like the pool better, and I knew I was gonna be hanging out at the pool most of the time, so that's the one we picked. And we decided to go all-inclusive because we have never done it before, and people are always like, you should do all-inclusive, you should do this. You get a wristband when you go inside, and then every time you go to a bar, to a restaurant, to the little coffee shop, they just see the wristband and they give you what you want. I highly suggest that when you do this, you tip everywhere that you go, which I'll get into, but that is what all-inclusive is. Now, when we checked into the Rio, I'm gonna let you know that the first room that they gave me was not it. Okay, we booked Ocean View, and they gave us a room that I did not love. And here's a tip for me: if they give you a room that you don't love, just go tell them you don't love it, and they'll give you the better room. I've had this happen to me a few times, and you're paying for a good room, you should get a good room. Our second room was amazing. It was room 4112. I am letting you know the number so that if you go here and you stay here, you can ask for that number, or you can ask for around that number, because there's a few rooms in that stretch that are good rooms. So ask for that number, you're welcome. Full day. We're going to have breakfast.
Take the stairs.
And we're gonna walk around the little city. I don't know if it's a city. Walkability. Where we were in Cabo, I feel like it wasn't very walkable. We did walk because that's us, but when we visit places, we like to be able to walk around the hotel or the Airbnb or wherever and see little cafes or see restaurants and just like go on an adventure of walking. And I didn't feel like this really offered that. I do find that you can walk the beach, which we did twice, which was you can walk the perimeter of the beach all the way to like their little town area and kind of see the shops and places like that. It is a bit of a longer walk. So if you're not a walker, you might not like that walk, but it is a cool walk because you're walking right along the beach. Walking.
Yeah. Lovely day.
We just got our massages.
Yeah.
Felt great.
Feeling good.
Yep.
Real good.
Just finished our massages and we're walking back. Money and tipping. So when I took money to Cabo, the trip got moved up. It was just really fast. I ended up just taking USD with me, so I didn't take pesos with me. It was all inclusive, so I didn't really feel the need to take pesos with me because I knew that a lot of my food and drinks and everything were already covered. People always want to tell you, oh, you didn't tip enough or you didn't like, okay. But I was there and I saw people not tip at all. So any tipping is better than zero tipping, okay? I basically tipped $1 to $2 every time I ordered drinks at the bar or every few times I ordered drinks at the bar. I also tipped at brunch. I tipped about $2 per server, and dinner I tipped $2 to $3 per server, depending on how many servers I had. We have been tipping pretty well. Yes. And so we ordered 2 shots and he brought us this like 4. This is dangerous because I'm the shooter taker and he's not.
I'm gonna have one.
He's gonna have 1, so I'm gonna have 3. That's how the math works here. I take half like a G and I take the other half.
Lame.
Okay.
Super lame. Oh, yeah, she finished it.
Food. I mostly ate food at the hotel. It was all inclusive, and that's the thing with all inclusive, you feel like I need to get my meals in. I'm gonna give you my ratings right now on the food so that if you go to the Ryu Palace, you don't waste your time. The best food is the Masaki Japanese restaurant. Get the sushi, get the salmon, and then also get the tempura ice cream. The tempura ice cream was not on the menu, but they let us know like, hey, you guys can get tempura ice cream if you want. So you can ask for the tempura ice cream and they'll probably hook you up if they like you. Also, I liked, second to that, I liked the food at the bar, at the pool. If you're getting drunk, because you're gonna get drunk, there's free drinks. Woo! Those free drinks at the pool be hitting. Like, if you wanna come here, just know the drinks at the pool hit you. I'm wearing a mask inside my own hotel room. That shows you how much they hit. Boo, how tipsy on a scale from 1 to 10 am I right now?
8.
Okay, I'm an 8, yeah. Then the buffet, every morning was very, very good. Ask the lady doing the tortillas to make you a quesadilla with the good tortillas. That's my tip for that. Get that good cheese and get a quesadilla in that section. For the Crystal Infusion restaurant, I recommend the lobster risotto. For the Italian restaurant, I recommend asking for extra bread because you will get the hookup on extra bread. And then for the least favorite restaurant that I would just like avoid, you think it's gonna be good, it is not delicious to me, was their steakhouse. I don't eat meat, but I do eat, I'm a pescatarian, I do eat fish, and I just did not enjoy that experience. My fiance eats meat, he did not love the steak, so I would just recommend, like, you think to go to that restaurant because it's the steakhouse, so it's like the most fancy. But honestly, if you don't go to that restaurant the entire time that you're at the Ryu Palace, you'll be okay. Like, I wouldn't suggest that food, but everything else on my list was good. We also enjoyed while we were there going to their cappuccino. It's like a coffee shop that they have, and they have good croissants, you know, espresso, little cookies and pastries. So that's a good spot to hit at night if you just want some like nighttime treats and snacks. And they have milkshakes, so that's a good one to hit if you just have a sweet tooth and you want something good. My favorite food was not at the Ryu Palace. It was actually when we did walk and go on an excursion and do what we usually do, which is like eat food outside of the hotel. And that was Gardenia's Tacos. Now this like, I wish I had been able to hit this up twice. There was a reason that we weren't able to, but we did get to go to this once, which I loved. And it was just what we wanted, which was just like straight up like authentic Mexican food. They had the ceviche, the tacos, all of the sauces, salsa. We got lots of food here and it was delicious. I would highly recommend going here if you do go. It was a cute place. They hook you up with the sauces. I'm saucy. I'm so saucy. I love different sauces and they have their homemade sauce and they have the pico de gallo and it was just delicious. If you do stay at the Ryu, you can walk and get there. It's gonna be a trek, but it's worth the trek. Get you some tacos. Fun things to do, fun things to do. I know that you see videos on YouTube and they're like, oh my God, I'm going on this excursion and this. We didn't do that because obviously, all-inclusive, we contemplated doing that and then we would drink and we got too drunk and we didn't do it. So, but we were like, do we want to do that? We were like, no, not really. And I was like, do I want to do it for the gram? And I was like, no, not really. So what we did do though was, other than walking and then we went to the marina, which was really cool, we got our massage on because I'm not gonna skimp on a massage. We are heading to Spa Day where we have a 90-minute massage each. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. Yay.
90 minutes.
90 minutes. 90. I love to get massages in places that I can afford them more than the US. And here I was able to. We booked our massages at the Sandbar, which is a massage place that is located right on the beach. So you hear like the waves and it's just a really cool experience. It was under $60. I don't wanna give the direct price just in case it changes, but you can get a great deal at the Sandbar. It was an amazing experience. I should have got that like every day. And if you do go, make sure you tip well. That's part of it, but you will get a good deal on a massage from there. So other than that, we pretty much hung out at the pool and the beach every day, which was kind of what I wanted. I love a tropical vacation, as you've seen. I've gotten to Thailand and Bali, and this is my second time to Mexico. Well, this is my third time to Mexico. Woo, chilling by the pool right now. I have a mojito, but I'm not going as ham as yesterday yet. But I have a mojito.
Still early.
It's still very early, but I like mojitos because I feel like they have water in them already.
Cheers.
This is my second mojito.
Second. About to get your third.
Yep.
Huh?
Super tan. I feel so happy about myself. I just love a tropical vacation, just chilling. If I have a drink in my hand, I'm happy. The pool at the Rio was amazing. It was heated, which apparently right now, a lot of places aren't heating their pools. So it was nice to have a heated pool, and it had an infinity pool, which overlooked the beach and you could see the arc, and it was just amazing. So it was A+ in that regards. And that is what I love a vacation to be. I'm a chill person. I just like to eat food and like get my drink on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And walk around and have fun. That is all I have to say about my trip to Cabo. I hope to take even more trips this year and of course document them for you and give you those good travel guides and give you those good goodies. If you haven't, make sure that you share, like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know your favorite place to travel, and I will see you next time. Stay creative. We're heading to the airport, so there's a suitcase. We had so much fun, and yeah, that's why we're heading home. I don't know when we'll have another vacation, but this was great.